You must have heard that at 12 o'clock in the evening, if you peel an apple in front of the mirror, you can see the appearance of your future husband. But that's not the only magic the mirror can do. If you want something more exciting, you can try Bloody Mary. Who is Bloody Mary? Everyone, you must have heard it, on the wine list of the bar. There are very few bars that don't have Bloody Mary. However, what the black bar sells is not wine, but strange stories, so what the bartender has to serve to everyone is the terrifying whispers circulating among girls, the evil ghost in the mirror, Bloody Mary. Den was stunned. It is said that as long as after 12 midnight, turn off the bathroom lights and face the mirror in the dark. Then, he started calling Bloody Mary 13 times in total. Ominous numbers will summon the most ominous evil spirits. At this time, you will see that your most familiar face has been distorted and transformed into a stranger. It was a lifeless woman with piercing eyes. Her messy hair was stuck into lumps with coagulated blood and hung over her dead white face. That's a ghost who longs for revenge, and you summoned her to the underworld out of spite. Before you have time to react, the woman will stretch out her bloody claws towards you. All the laws of physics are meaningless within the barrier of evil spirits. Your frightened face that cannot be reflected in the magic mirror will be scratched and torn off by Bloody Mary with her claws, and then your face, those who see someone they shouldn't see, will have their eyes dug out by Bloody Mary. Ceremony. As long as you look in the mirror at midnight and call the name Bloody Mary 13 times in a row, she will appear in the mirror. Bloody Mary, who is pale and covered in blood, like a zombie, will cross the barrier of the mirror and slit your throat with her claws. It sounds like Bloody Mary is really a scary evil spirit. Please be careful not to accidentally summon Mary in front of the mirror. Wait, under normal circumstances, who would summon such a ferocious evil spirit to kill themselves? Or we should ask, how did the summoner discover this strange ritual, and what motive did he have to summon Bloody Mary? There are many questions about Bloody Mary. Let us take a look at them one by one. First, let us start with the history of the summoning ritual. Before Bloody Mary came along, there was a long history of summoning a being through the mirror. The most famous mirror magic is that if a girl peels an apple in front of the mirror in the middle of the night, she can see the face of her future husband in the mirror. As early as the 16th century, European documents contain records of girls using witchcraft just to see their future husband's name, profession, appearance, etc. There are many types of this type of witchcraft, some using pods, some using sieves, and the well-known and long-standing silent dinner, which allows you to eat with your future husband and ghosts. There is an early witchcraft that is similar to mirror summoning. Girls can see the appearance of their future husbands by beating eggs in a cup. Then, in the early 20th century, the United States began to spread the word that at midnight on Halloween, throw the peeled apple peel in an intact circle over your right shoulder. If you look at the shape it falls on the ground, you will know the surname of your future husband. Initials. Mirrors can reflect our world, and at the same time, they are also regarded by witchcraft practitioners as a gateway to another world. The element of the mirror began to be introduced, and some early postcards depicted these rituals. At midnight on Halloween, if you hold a candle and look in the mirror, you can see your husband standing next to you. Therefore, most of these witchcraft are performed by young girls to conceive their children. It is probably no different from reading horoscopes to understand their luck this year. Regardless of whether it is effective or not, logically speaking, since there is no malicious intent, there seems to be no problem, right? However, you should know that for Europe and the United States, which are influenced by Christian civilization, the evil of witchcraft does not lie in the size or malice, but in this kind of supernatural contact, which is dealing with the devil. The ignorant girl performed a witchcraft ritual, which gave the devil an opportunity to use the ritual to enter the world. The pregnant girls of all ages like to look in the mirror, looking for their own romance through the mirror. Many years later, in the United States in the 1970s, another horrific ritual began to spread among young girls, that is, the legend of summoning Bloody Mary through the mirror, and then being injured, bleeding, lost, and even killed. The protagonist of today's story is Queen Mary I of England. Mary I's life was very unhappy because of her scumbag father, Henry VIII. As a devout Catholic, she could not accept England turning into a Protestant country. Therefore, she used brutal policies to persecute Protestants and dissidents during her reign, earning her the nickname Bloody Mary. Is it not impossible to say that Mary I turned into a murderous spirit after her death? Although the conditions seem to be met at first glance, I don't think Mary I is the Bloody Mary we are looking for. After all, no matter how cruel she was still a devout Catholic. It would be impossible to become a demon or a vicious spirit. It would go too far against her own beliefs. In addition, although Mary I looks a bit ordinary, she has no special hatred or connection with the mirror. In fact, Bloody Mary does not only have one appearance as introduced earlier in our article, but the summoning rituals are also very diverse. Generally speaking, it can be summoned as long as one person performs the ritual, but there are also girls who will summon collectively. Some people say that there is no need to say the name of Bloody Mary 13 times, just 3 or 7 times. Some people say that it should be called Hail Mary, the mirror will turn red at this time. There are also many versions. The mirror ghost is called Mary Jane, Mary Voss, Kathy, Sally, Agnes, etc. Judging from the confusion of the above legendary versions, this Bloody Mary is not necessarily called Mary, but is more like the most widely circulated code name for a resentful spirit, so it must have nothing to do with the Queen of England. This is an evil spirit that lives in the world beyond the mirror, or a hell demon that can come to the earth through the magic of the mirror, appearing in the form of a dead woman. Mary Voss may be the most accepted evil spirit code name. There is a widely circulated version in which the summoner must say "I believe Mary Voss." In short, there are many stories behind this type of version. Mary. What happened to Voss and how did he become the evil spirit in the mirror? There are two more widespread legends. First, Mary was a witch who was executed in the 19th century. Second, Mary was a poor girl who was unfortunately disfigured in a car accident. Both types of Mary sound full of hatred, and they may definitely want to kill the stupid summoner through the mirror. Whether the evil spirit is called Bloody Mary or Mary Voss, no matter what terrible grievances they have, why on earth do these girls not summon their future husbands but summon evil spirits to kill them? The founder of Snopes.com, a well-known urban legend tracing website, quoted a doctor who specializes in contemporary legends in his article discussing Bloody Mary. The general idea is that psychologists believe that children between the ages of 9 and 12 will seek stimulation by playing mysterious ritual games in the dark, and on the other hand, they can relieve their fear of the dark and the supernatural. In addition, gathering together at classmates' homes to summon demons is also a way for peers to find recognition. Looking at your future husband in the mirror satisfies a girl's imagination and desire for an intimate relationship. The ritual of Bloody Mary is used to test your courage, to prove that you are brave enough to face the evil spirit in the mirror, and to prove your relationship with your peers. Relationship. Speaking of which, does Bloody Mary exist? I can't guarantee it, but maybe you brave readers can light a candle at 12 o'clock in the evening and try it in front of the bathroom mirror. Maybe Bloody Mary will come to meet you because of your sincerity.